It is a scam when you don't allow everyone to operate on fair terms.
We are the Robin Hoods of sports betting. We take something back from the rich bookies and enable our customers to beat them instead.
G'day everyone, welcome to our third customer interview, Trademate customer interview. Today I'm joined by a man named Daniel. How are you, mate?
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm good.
It's good to have you along, mate. Do you want to firstly just maybe give a little bit of a background to yourself, where you're from, and the subscription package that you're using with Trademate?
Yeah, I'm basically from Norway, and I use the core package.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. No, sorry, keep going.
Now I'm just going to say I've been doing it for like 2 years now. So, yeah.
Yeah, been around for a while, mate.
Yeah, true.
If you don't mind me asking, what else do you do in your normal day-to-day life?
I work in the post office full time.
Okay, cool. And so I will get up your results for Trademate on the screen now, so everyone can have a look at those. So this is the dashboard here. I'll take you over to the analytics page. It's probably a bit more interesting. So, mate, you've nearly placed 10,000 trades. How does that make you feel? It's a lot of trades.
Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm doing it for a big while, and I just want to keep going. I want to do like Jonas, hit like, I don't know, 40,000, 50.
Yeah, no, definitely, mate. And you've got an average ROI of 3.5%. I mean, we've already done a couple of these customer interviews already, and out of the three, your graph looks the most, I guess, normal. The other two customer interviews we did, there was just, dramatic downswings, dramatic upswings, not following the closing EV, that kind of stuff. But you're one of the first people here that has been, able to follow their closing EV for the most part and exceed it. Do you want to kind of talk us through your results and kind of, how you feel about them as a general throughout your whole journey?
In the beginning, I actually was a bit scared. So if you look at my first 2,000 trades, I actually did a lot lower than what the software actually showed me. Like if it said 200 NOK, I only did like 50. So
as in like your staking?
Yeah, like my staking. So that's why you can see it's kind of very flat, like nothing is happening.
Okay, so you did have a decent starting bankroll, but you just weren't staking as much as we suggested.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that?
Nah, not really. I was just I had a bad feeling about the game, and I wanted to stake lower. But when I actually did what Trademate showed me, I actually did a lot better. So the software is a lot smarter than what I am.
No, it's funny you say that. I mean, and look at your progress even up to, that 6,000 trade mark. You were only profiting 4,000 NOK, which is probably in euros, something around 400 euros. So can you kind of speak about like how you were going, like what you were feeling at this point?
Yeah, at that point I was actually thinking like, am I actually going to make money because of the subscription fee?
Yeah, but, and how long did it take you to get to 6,000 trades?
I think it took around, I was only doing recommended. I think it took like 8 months.
Yeah. No, it's crazy because if you think about it from that perspective, 8 months worth of subscription fees, like you're definitely losing money at this point, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I felt I was kind of like, maybe a little under. And but like you guys have said before, I was just trusting the process, and yeah, you can see on the graph it's going better when I just trust the software. So yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. And what was your starting bankroll? Because yeah, like I said, it's a lot of trades to be placing for 13, or what's that? Let's just say 1,300 closing EV after. Well, let's just actually get the right number here. So after 6,000 trades, let's say you're closing EVs at 1,700 euros. Let's just say that. It's not that much EV for someone that's placed 6,000 trades. So you must have started with a pretty small bankroll.
Yeah, that's right. I only did what was minimum, 1,000 euro.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, I felt it was really slow, so I actually deposited some more after 6,000 trades.
Mm. And that's where you saw everything kind of accelerate a bit more.
Yeah, I think I was up to like depositing, I think around total of 3,000. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it's something that we try and get across to everyone as much as possible, that 1,000 euros is like the absolute minimum. And if you can do a lot more than that, because you're just going to have to work a lot harder to achieve more EV and these kind of things if you're going to start with a lower bankroll. So yeah, it's very interesting that once you placed more money, or got a higher bankroll, that things started to really take off for you. Talk me through this part here, because this must have been quite an exciting time, because you got to the point where you were following your EV, or at least on track with your EV, and then all of a sudden, over a couple hundred trades, you've really accelerated to 58,000 NOK profit.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because you were talking about, I think you won 1,000 euro, and you said if it was early, you would have run around the house. I think I had the same feeling. I think it was when we started with CS:GO.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like crushing CS:GO. So when I saw that grab, I was almost like, now I want to celebrate. I felt like that.
No, it's very funny. For those who don't know, I said in a video one time that I won a bet for 1,000 or 2,000 euros, and I think if that happened to me 2 years ago, I would have been going absolutely crazy running around the house. But once you've been doing it for a while, it's not really that significant. It kind of just becomes a part of the process. So yeah, no, that's really interesting. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about in your kind of journey here over 10,000 trades that was significant, or something you'd like to share with the listeners and viewers?
Yeah, sure. If you look at my last 2,000 trades,
yeah,
I think at that point I was around 90,000 NOK or 9,000 euro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking about, should I go 1% as max or 2%? And I actually stick to 2%. That's why you see it's very, what do you call it? It's very up and down. That's because I still wanted to have the max 2%. I might be thinking about going down to 1% as my max stake, maybe.
So you think a lot of your variance here, or not variance, but like your up and down results here, are down to maybe too high of a max bet stake, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. If I kept to like 1%, it might be a little bit more even, maybe not so up and down.
Yeah, it shows how important bankroll management is, and I think your stats are really nice to look at, because it shows that with flat staking, if you'd put let's just say $1 on every single bet, you would have had a 2.5% ROI. But actually, because you've you've used a more superior staking system like Kelly, you've been able to increase that to 3.5%. So the good thing about a flat ROI for people listening is that it shows you exactly whether you have an edge or not. So if you just put $1 on everything, and you can see exactly what your edge is. And the good thing about Kelly is you can take that edge and enhance it even further. So it's really, really interesting. And I guess another interesting thing is you only win 45% of your bets. So you don't even win 50% of your bets, but you've made, over 8,000 euros or something around that number. So
I think that's down to, like you said, Kelly, who I will say is really spot on. Like, you shouldn't be going much up or down. When Kelly says something, just follow it, really.
Yeah, no, definitely. And just looking at some of your other things here, you've obviously gotten through a lot of turnover, mate. A lot of bookmakers here, just to the naked eye, I'd say, somewhere between around 25 different bookmakers. Max bet size, like you said, I won't do that because it'll show you email. But yeah, Kelly bet percentage is 30% too. Have you tried any other Kelly bet sizing over the time?
No, not really. I did down to 25%.
Yeah.
But I felt it was a bit slow, maybe because of my low bankroll, maybe.
What was your experience, I guess, with Trademate or with betting in general when you first started with Trademate?
I actually had no background. A lot of people say they have a poker background. I've just been in sports since I was 5. And I was turning around 30 now, so I was thinking, I really want to try this. I want to see, can you make money? And with Trademate, after 10,000 trade, I'll say, you definitely can.
Yeah, no, definitely. But when you first started Trademate, did you had apps, did you just do a little bit of betting, kind of maybe recreational betting?
Yeah, very small. I was just doing this, this Norwegian coupon with 12 games. I maybe did it once a year. That was kind of it.
Yeah. And what were your thoughts of Trademate when you first came across us? Because I imagine most people are quite skeptical, and I think you should be skeptical, definitely. But were you skeptical when you first came across Trademate?
Well, yeah, I was a little bit. I did some research, and the number was amazing. I mean, so many trades, so much profit. But what really scared me was actually the fee. But after a couple thousand trades, I was seeing well, this is going great. The fee is no problem. I'm making money, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the fee is obviously expensive, but if you approach Trademate in the right way, it's actually quite cheap. I think about it. If you start with the right bankroll and you put in the work. Agree. So people who complain about the fee are people who, I mean, you can complain about the fee all you like, but if you put in the work and you're willing to put in the work and you start with the right amount of money, then there's nothing really to complain about, because you could start with 5,000. I mean, look at someone like Neil Shah, who we've done lots of videos with. I think he's approaching maybe 6 months using the software now, and he's up around the £20,000 mark. And if he'd done a quarterly subscription, he would have had to pay £600. So pay £600 for £20,000 in profit.
Yeah, that's
it's not bad.
That was the guy who was going from punter to pro, right?
Yeah.
That sounds. I actually like that. That was a really good series.
Yeah, well, hopefully there'll be more to come, mate. And yourself, going through your day-to-day or week-to-week structure with Trademate, how many trades do you think you're placing every week?
I think I'm around 200. It kind of depends. Now it's like basket and ice hockey's back, so I'll probably say like 300 a week.
Yeah. Yeah, I just tweeted about this. Is a bloody good time to be a Trademate customer at the moment with all the soccer that's going on. NHL's back, NFL's back, going on. I think the playoffs, NFL, NBA, and then Australian Open. All these kind of things are coming around the corner. So, how many hours a week do you think it takes you to be placing something around 200-300 trades a week?
I think I'm doing around like 20 hours, maybe 20 to 30.
Yeah. And like, how does that break up throughout the week? Is it a couple of hours every night and then more hours on the weekend?
Yeah, it's basically like that. I'm kind of getting addicted to the product, though. I'm checking it at work and stuff, but I don't think my boss like that.
How does that work in a post office?
Yeah, basically every time he's going past and he doesn't see me or he's not there, I take up my phone and check is there any trades on it.
That's brilliant. And other than obviously the fact that you want to make a side income, is there any other reason why you use Trademate?
It is basically for a second income, and over time, if it goes very well, I would like to do more about it. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. And overall, throughout your whole time, I know we talked about that little moment around that 6,000 trade mark, but was there ever a time other than that where you felt like you might quit or, try something else?
To be honest, yes. Well, I think when the first 2,000 trades, I think I had like 15 times I wanted to quit, but I wanted to stick to the process. I really want to see this out, and yeah, it's worked really good.
Yeah, they're words that we use, very often is, sticking to the process and all these kind of things. And then lastly, mate, any tips for people starting out Trademate now?
Yeah, I think bankroll management and 30% Kelly, that's the way to go. I think 50% Kelly is too much, and like 20% is maybe too small because we start with a small bankroll. So yeah, I think if you do like 1,000 euros, it's going to be kind of demoralizing because it takes so much time. So I'll say 3,000 to 5,000 euro would be good.
Yeah. And one thing I should have asked you earlier was about you mentioned CSGO. Are there any sports that you really enjoy betting with Trademate, or any tips in that sense?
I really like soccer or football. I think that's the one I enjoy the most, but I spend a lot of time with basket right now.
Yeah, no, it's is there any any other tips in your presets or anything like that you have for anyone?
I think no, not really. I mean, the presets you guys are posting is kind of spot on. I just follow them, and like I guess on the graph, it's be going really well.
Yeah. All right, cool, mate. And what's the plan for the future? As a last question, with not only Trademate but your own betting.
Yeah, it's a dream of every bettor, isn't it? Full-time professional. Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, if that come true, then it's my big dream. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely, mate. It would be a fun lifestyle, and well, it's not for everyone, but if you've been doing it for a couple of years and on the side, and you can learn lots of things, and definitely something you can do in the future. But mate, Daniel, thanks so much for coming on and sharing your time with Trademate. It's been really useful for our listeners and viewers.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. It was really fun. Yeah, let's keep making money. It's so cool.
Keep beating the bookmakers. I love to hear that, mate. And for everyone watching, please subscribe to our channel. Like the video if you enjoyed this little interview, and we can get some more going with our customers. And as always, make sure you go and start a free week trial with Trademate. And start your value betting journey. Daniel, thanks once again, mate.
Yeah, thank you.